citizen, and they shipped him back.
I don't know. I don't know if they... I know that they caught just like one person.
I think they caught 2 of the 3, and one of them wasn't a U.S. citizen, so they shipped him back with ice. Because they're stone cold to the bone.
What about online? What?
Online. PayPal.
PayPal.
Use PayPal. Because PayPal is like it's
like a check?
It's like a security feature. You know, if you use PayPal, if you pay with PayPal, your information goes directly to PayPal, and they take the money out of your PayPal account. And so, therefore...
PayPal.
And there's another thing that Google's been doing that I find is extremely interesting, is I actually bought something today for Father's Day, which is coming up soon. Don't forget, or if this is posted and you've forgotten, then be like, sorry, Dad, here's some golf clubs.
This is probably going to be posted like a couple of weeks from now.
Well, then you forgot and you suck. You're a horrible, horrible child. But it's trusted Google Plus trusted site, and it asks you if you want to have the Google trusted insurance, and it's free. And if you click yes, if they steal your debit card or if it gets lost on the mail, you're insured up to $1,000.
What?
And the thing cost me like less than $20 to buy online. Coupon codes. Woo! And you know,
this is not sponsored, by the way. We're just trying to.
We're trying
since that's happening a lot nowadays. Like we're trying to figure out. We're not professionals or anything. This is just
work experience.
Yeah, and stuff that they tell us at work, and stuff that we work out, or that that we're informed to know and whatnot. Another thing is, I will like on Amazon, I always look at reviews.
Yeah.
Like I don't order anything that doesn't have
a good review,
or like that doesn't have a certain amount of reviews.
Mm-hmm. If it's
if it's just like 5, I probably wouldn't order.
Well, there's some things that they're not widely known, and if you're looking for a specific item, you need to know what you're buying. I know I'm related to someone through marriage that research is his top priority.
Yeah.
If he hasn't researched it, he's not going to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's someone else that I know that I'm related to by marriage that it took them 3 years to buy a car.
Oh my gosh.
But that was a little bit of an OCD problem, but they got a good car.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Dang.
Of course, it was their significant other was like, okay, this is it. I'm getting the car. I can't wait another 6 months to buy a car.
Yeah. But that's always really hard, like with ordering stuff online and knowing if it's reliable or not. But
of course, I've gotten things like clothes that they're too small, and I'm just like, I'll give them to people because there's no. I don't want to. If it costs me $10 online, it's going to cost me even that much more in shipping.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. I totally forgot about that. I know that back to like physical things, like whenever you go up to the register and you check out. Like, if there's anything that's tampered with it, like, if there's, like, an odd safety clip in the thing, like, don't use it,
Really? I've never knew that.
Yeah, it's,
See, my card isn't technologically advanced enough to have a chip, so I just slide.
Yeah, see, mine isn't, they haven't sent us any stuff like that.
No, I'm sure if you go in and ask for it, they'll give it to you, but they'll probably charge you a fee.
Oh, dang.
You know how
stupid.
banks are.
Yeah.
They charge you a fee for, asking if you can use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Although there's some places that they let people get by with way too much.
Mm-hmm.
I know of places who, you don't take care of your account. You don't take care of the things you need to take care of, and I don't want to be charged, for going negative. And they're like, okay, anything to keep you happy. And I'm like, no, you need to be a responsible adult. And you're paying the paychecks of the people working there. That's the whole reason why you bank there, is to keep your money secure. And we're going to charge you a fee if you don't hold up your end of the deal. You signed a contract, you dum-dum.
Yeah, that's another thing about scams, is like, that's a good point. Like, read what people, give you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will never forget that South Park episode where It's like this one episode. Oh, I forgot who it was, but he signs this contract, and like they do horrible things to him.
Don't they take
and
his kidney?
I don't know. I don't.
There was an episode of something where they didn't read the Apple contract or something like that, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Well, we need to take your kidney as a form of payment because our CEO is in dire need of a kidney, and you are a 100% match." Because things like that happen. If you read the fine print on your Apple contract, sir, you'll see that taking of one kidney or both, depending on the diarity of the CEO's death, we'll take it. That's why you're in the top, sir. Thank you for choosing Apple.
That's awesome.
I don't think I can ever do that voice again.
It's not like a representation of Apple or anything, but you know, like it's just
If you don't watch yourself,
Yeah.
we're gonna take the blood of your firstborn.
yeah. It's just like shady contracts with stuff like that. Like make sure
Of
you
course,
read
and
them.
what makes me so mad is they put it in lawman speak.
Yeah.
You know, I know people who they look at it and they go, I don't understand this because they don't teach us that. And, nothing makes me more angry than, getting out of high school and people being like, oh, you need to know your taxes. You owe the tax man. Or, excuse me, I need you to fill out a proper resume. Or you need to budget for groceries.
You know what? We were only taught that in
Computer science?
no, it was in that history teacher's class.
Government? Mrs. Shank.
No, it was, I don't remember who it was.
Mr. Coach.
No.
No?
It was an older lady. No, I think it was in like 8th grade. But she took like 2 weeks out, and I think so. Yeah.
We don't want to mention names in
Yeah.
case you decide you hate us.
I mean,
and wanna go
she's
on a killing
great.
spree.
She's great, but this is the only teacher who really took out 2 weeks
Try to
of
teach us.
to teach. Like she taught us how to apply for an apartment and how to write a check and whatnot. But that was like in the 8th grade.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, like that was.
I slept a lot since then.
I just remember like.
And there are schools that offer it as an elective choice, but I think if you are a senior graduating high school, it should be a required credit for you to learn how to budget for groceries. Because whenever I left my mother's house, I was like, I'm out. What do I do now? I didn't
Yeah.
know how to load the dishwasher. I didn't know how to budget for groceries. And me and my significant other, luckily, had a nice little nest to fall on because he lived with his parents and he didn't spend a penny because he was cheap as cheap could get. But,
Extreme.
well,
cheap
actually, bought me more things then than he did now. But that's another conversation for another day. I love you. You're my favorite. Anyway, but we didn't know how to budget. We didn't pay attention, and even though I worked in a place where finances are very important and good upstanding is necessary,
Yeah.
I didn't know how to budget for groceries. I was like, ooh, I want this expensive bag of chips. I'm gonna buy it and eat it.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, if you eat that bag of chips before the week is out, I'm gonna punch your throat.
Yeah. yeah. It's amazing that they don't teach us like life lessons or like how to finance or what to since
And taxes.
stuff like that.
Or how to
is-
help us fill out, oh God, what is it? Or credit. How important your credit is.
Yeah.
Buying a home, your credit has to be immaculate. If your credit drops in the littlest bit,
And people will scam you from that too,
Mhm.
Like just little life lessons like that I wish that more,
not being,
because like not every single parent is gonna do that.
and not trying to be like, ooh, you need to, we're not getting compensated for anything that we say, but Credit Karma is a good way to look at your credit. And if you fill up the application and it's like, sorry, your information given to us doesn't match what is on your credit report,
Yeah.
it's gonna cost you a little bit, but call Experian and they will help you. They will help you with
Yeah.
your credit. Or if you know someone who's in a financing institution, say, hey, what do I do to help me? And more than likely, if you go to someone who's a bank officer and you say, I need help building my credit, they'll help you. But you have to be nice. You can't